Welcome back to your science class. Till now, you have studied about the desert habitat, the mountain habitat. Today, we'll learn about some aquatic habitats. Okay, in aquatic habitats, the first one are the oceans. You have already studied about the fish. In the previous video, I have already explained about the adaptations of fishes. Okay, as I told you earlier, that all the sea animals have a streamlined structure. Okay, streamlined structure. What does the streamlined structure do? The streamlined structure or the streamlined body helps these sea animals to move easily in the water. Okay, so it is the streamlined body which helps the fishes and other organisms living in the oceans to swim very easily in the water. Okay, and these animals also have got gills which help them to use the oxygen which is dissolved in the water. Okay, but there are some animals like dolphins and whales. You all must have seen, children, that dolphins and whales very oftenly come to the surface of the water. If you have seen Discovery channels, okay, or Animal Planets, you must have seen that the dolphins, they usually come out to the surface, okay, from time to time. Okay, so why do they come out? See, because these animals, that is the dolphins and the whales, they do not have gills. I told you in the previous video that all the animals living in, like fishes, octopus, okay, squids, all these organisms which live in the water, they have got gills for breathing. Okay, but whales and dolphins, they do not have the gills. Okay, how do they breathe? They breathe in air through the nostrils or the blowholes, okay, that are located on the upper part of their heads. There are blowholes. This is very important, children. Okay, what do they have? They have on the upper part of their head, if this is the, for example, if this is the whale, okay, so they have got blowholes like this, holes on the upper portion, of their head. Okay, and what do they do? Since they have got blowholes, so that is why they come to the surface of the water after some time to breathe in the air. Okay, and they also have got lungs for breathing. Clear, children? Then we move to the next aquatic habitat, that are the ponds and the lakes. Okay, you must have noticed in the ponds and the lakes, in desert plants, if you remember, children, I told you that the desert plants have got very, very long roots, isn't it? Why do the desert plants have long roots? Because in desert there is very less water, so they have to move deep into the soil in search of water. But that is not the case of aquatic plants. Okay, the aquatic plants, what do they have? In aquatic plants, the roots are reduced in size. Reduced in size means chote hai. Okay, they have got the, because why are the roots reduced in size? As you can see in the figure, what is the reason? Because they already are in water, isn't it? So they do not need much, they do not need to absorb much water, just like desert plants. Okay, so since they are already in water, the roots are very, very reduced in size. Okay, and what is the main function of the root here? The in aquatic plants, the main function of the root is to hold the plant in place. Okay, plant को अपनी जगह पे hold करके रखना, that is the main function. There is no as such function of absorbing water. Clear? Then you must have noticed the plants that live in the water, they have got hollow and very, very light stem. Okay, the stem of these plants are hollow. Hollow means khokla, and they are very, very light. Okay, so that is why they can very easily float in water. They can very easily float on the surface of the water. Okay, then in the same way, some plants, okay, they have got very, very narrow and thin ribbon like leaves. You can see here this plant, it has got narrow and thin ribbon like leaf. Why do they have narrow and thin ribbon-like leaves? See, these plants are submerged in water. Submerged in water means पानी के अंदर पूरी तरह से डूबे हुए हैं. So what happens when they are submerged in water? Whenever the water flows, okay? ऐसे जब पानी बहता है, so what will happen? If the leaves are very very wide और broad, अगर चौड़े leaves हैं तो क्या होगा? ड्यू टू द वाटर, पानी के बहाव के कारण ये जो लीव्स हैं ये पूरे कट जाएंगे. ओके, दिस will cut. So that is why, see, the plants, some of the plants which are submerged in water, यानी जो पानी में डूबे हुए हैं, उनके leaves जो हैं, they are very very thin, ribbon like, just like a ribbon. वो क्यों ऐसे होते हैं? So that the water can easily pass through them. अब ऐसे लीव्स में से देखो, easily water जो है पास कर जाएगा और उसमें क्या होगा? कटेगा फटेगा नहीं. Isn't it the leaf? So that is why they have got thin ribbon like leaf. Okay. Then one of the animals we have already discussed about the fish. Now we have got one more animals which usually live in the ponds, that are the frogs. Okay, frogs have ponds as their habitat. So you all know that frogs can stay inside the pond as well as they can move on the land. Okay, so what are the adaptation of frog? They have very strong back legs. Why? Because you have seen that why they have to leap and catch their prey. Isn't it? Leap means खूब लंबा सा छलांग लगाना, and catch their prey. Prey I have already told you in the previous video. Prey means जिसको हम लोग hunt करते हैं. That is the prey. Okay, so the frogs have got very strong back legs so that it can help them to leap and catch the prey. Okay, jump करके अपने prey को पकड़ना. In the same way, they have got webbed feet which help them to swim in water. Webbed feet मतलब जो ऐसे feet जिसमें webs होते हैं, जो आपस में ऐसे जुड़े होते हैं. Okay, जैसे our legs are the fingers in your toes. Okay, they are not webbed, they are separate, isn't it, like this? But if you have noticed, the feet of the frog, they have got webbed. Okay, webbed means they आपस में जुड़े हुए हैं. जैसे हम लोग के ये अलग अलग फिंगर्स हैं, उनके जो फिंगर्स हैं, दे यहाँ से भी वो जुड़े हुए हैं. So that is why they are called as the webbed feet. Okay, उनके चार all the जितने भी उनके टोज में जितने भी फिंगर्स हैं, they all are webbed. Webbed मतलब जुड़े हुए हैं. Okay, so that, and what does it do? It helps them to swim very easily in water. Okay, so children, I hope that this much is clear to all of you. Here we have only discussed we have taken very few plants and animals, okay, that live in different habitats. But you all know that there are so many varieties in plants and animals. Okay, so it's not possible to study about all these organisms. So that is why we have taken only few main organisms which live in these habitat. Okay, I hope this much is clear to all of you. Thank you, children.